So this is a quick update on Rockley Photonics. Some of you may recall them from the original October-November video when I covered a number of different companies that were working on non-invasive blood sugar monitoring. I've had an update on them since, and this is a second update to bring us up to speed on what's going on with them. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's happy and healthy and is getting a chance to get out there and enjoy the summer weather and exercise a little bit. So those of you who are regular viewers on my channel might recall that Rockley filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy back in January 23rd to be more precise. They did that to get rid of some $120 million or so of debt that they had. They have now reported that they've emerged from that bankruptcy. In fact, did so on June 5th with a restructured balance sheet, about $35 million in funding, a new CEO in Andrew Rickman, who I believe is the founder, and also a slimmed down board of directors. Now, in addition to this, they also filed a 10K. You will recall that they used to be a public company listed on, I believe, the New York Stock Exchange. They filed the 10K with the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, on May 15th, and it makes for some interesting reading, actually. Specifically, their full 2022 income statement shows that they had revenues of $3.2 million, with a cost of these revenues of $8.4 million, so a negative gross profit of $5.2. But more to the point, which is not particularly encouraging, $3.2 million in revenues is not particularly encouraging and is actually quite disappointing, to be honest. Now, their expenses, on the other hand, were much higher. They were $164 million, of which $61.5 were for selling, general, and administrative, and $103 million were for R&D. And this, of course, resulted in a combined loss of $170 million. Now, this is a bit of a head-scratcher. I don't know how you run a company this way, but it obviously goes a long way to explaining why they've ended up in Chapter 11 reorganization. And the revenues, or the lack thereof in particular, is indeed a concern. Now, their website, for those of you who haven't had a look at it recently, still showcases the BioPTX. You will recall that is a chip that measures 6 different biomarkers: hydration, body temperature, HRV, respiratory rate, and blood oxygen, so SpO2. The problem, as I think we've mentioned before with BioPTX, that it's not particularly exciting. It doesn't do anything that others aren't currently doing. So unless it does it better or more energy efficiently, it's not clear to me what the advantage is here. I guess we'll find out. They also have not updated the website, so it doesn't provide any updates on how they're doing and all the other things that we're working on, including blood glucose, of course, and other biomarkers. So hopefully that will get updated, or they will update the website sooner rather than later. But for the time being, it's a very minimalist website that doesn't really provide much useful information. So that's really all we know. So they're out of bankruptcy. Hopefully they have some money as well now, which we know that they do, at least $35 million. They have reduced expenses. They've had some layoffs and whatnot. And hopefully they will give us an update on where they're at and what they're doing, and maybe hopefully even have some useful progress to report. Hopefully, since what they were doing actually seemed quite interesting and quite promising. And with that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. And be well. We'll talk to you soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.